guys, and welcome to Hidden Dragon, and welcome to FM16, of course. It's been coming for a while, but I'm glad it's finally here. I've been very excited to get this out for you guys. Now, it's taken a little bit longer because I've had quite a bit of editing to do on the thing that you're going to see in a second. But before we get into that, I'm going to set a massive like target for this, just because it's the new game, and I really want to see if we can do this. If we could get 1,000 likes on this video, that would genuinely be outrageous, and I'd be a very happy man. But anyway, moving on from that, also, if you are new, please do subscribe to the channel. That would be lovely. And finally, I'm going to do a quick question of the day here, not something special, just something really quick. Where you're from, basically. I like to sort of see the demographic. It's all very well looking at analytics, but I like to sort of see where you're actually from. I don't mean like really specific things. I just mean the country. Put the country where you're from in the comments, particularly if you're new. It's nice to get to know some of the new people to the channel. Right, let's just jump straight into things, basically. So, we are managing Wales. I decided to do a national team save because I just wanted to... we can get a lot of progression then in a short space of time. And that was the overall plan anyway. Rather than having to do a club save, and it just felt like it might... You know, we'd get too into it in the beta and then have to stop, basically. And last year, I actually carried on my beta save throughout, and I felt that that was a bit of a poor idea because of the database updates. So, we're going to wait until the end of the beta, then we're going to start our first club save. But in the meantime, we're going to be doing Wales. Now, as you can see, Ciaran Griffith is the manager. Those of you who don't know who Ciaran Griffith is, basically, he was a player in my Portsmouth save last year. He was a bit of a hero for us. Admittedly, he didn't actually stay for the entirety of the save, but you get my point. And he's Welsh, so I figured he was the ultimate player to have as the manager for this save. Now, I've got him as best I can in terms of his stats. I've made him more of a sort of mental manager because we're managing a national team, so there's less of that other side of the game. Coaching isn't quite as important. Still important, but not quite as much. So we've got... that's his date join. Let's just check his profile, actually, while we're here. So I've tried to get everything as close to it as I possibly can, basically. Now, I've done nothing since we've logged in to the save. So, as you can see, I've kind of put more towards the mental side of his game. Now, we're going to have a little look at his information. As you can see, born in Patal... Oh, wait. There we go. Born in Patal, but that's actually correct. Admittedly, his caps thing isn't quite correct because you can't change that. He actually had 56 caps and 11 goals, so this has actually inflated that slightly. I've made him fluent in Welsh, even though he technically wasn't in the game, but just because that might come in handy at some point. He was born in Patalbot, and his favourite team, of course, is Patalbot, with Portsmouth and FC Dallas, who he later moved to in there as well. So, that is that. Now, because this game, of course, comes out... Because you start at a certain point, you don't actually have the full fixtures. So Wales are not qualified for the Euros in this at the moment. We're still 6 matches in with 4 matches to go, and because of the way things are, they're actually different games. So we've got Belgium at home, Cyprus away, which we really do need to win, and then we've got games against Bosnia away and Israel away, so some really tough away games. Now, that, of course, is going to be slightly different. Now, we are 6 points clear, so we're in a good position still, but I'm not entirely sure whether we're actually going to be able to qualify in the end. We'll have to see, because it's going to take me a little while to learn the tactics and try to make some tactics, basically, from scratch, and it's going to be a bit of a rush, so I do apologise if things go wrong. Hopefully, we're going to get another episode of this tomorrow as well. Now, those of you who will want to see a little bit of a history ident like I did with From the Shadows, so I'm going to put that in right about now, basically. So I hope you enjoy this, guys. It's taken me quite a while to work on. Right, guys, we're back. So, yeah, that basically was just something I wanted to do to sort of fill up people in the history. Admittedly, it's not going to all be completely exactly perfect, but I had to do my best with the information that I was able to attain, basically. So I hope you enjoyed it, and hope that sort of fills in a little bit more of the situation that we're in. Of course, in that, we have actually qualified, but of course, in this, we haven't. So that's going to be the plan, basically. Now, as for the formats of these episodes, it's going to be a little bit different, although the group stage matches, or the qualifying, so to speak, is going to be relatively similar to what I do with Club Save, where we'll play several games off camera, but I'm still going to be live coming, so you'll see a highlights package of those, and then you'll see a big live com in the actual episode as well, where we'll go through stats and whatnot as well. Now, when we get to the tournament, if we get there at some point, then of course things might have to change a little bit because it will get a little bit more tense at that point. So yeah, that's the plan. Now, if we take a little look-see at the squad that we've actually got available to us, of course, we can bring other players up from the national team pool. It's a fairly decent team. Now, just bear in mind, I've literally only loaded FM twice so far, so some of this stuff is going to be a little bit... Where is it? I would like to see scout reports if I could, but apparently that is not an option. Let me just check the national pool. We'll go in there instead. Right, there we go. That's lovely. Right, so Interestingly, Aaron Ramsey and Gareth Bale have an identical star rating, but I would assume that Gareth Bale's probably a slightly better player. But hey, FM disagrees. Morgan Foxey might be quite decent, although of course I will send my scouts out to try and find some more. Now, I've only got the home nations and Ireland turned on just because, apart from Gareth Bale, everyone plays within that sort of bracket basically, and I figured that was where the most sort of Welsh players were going to be, particularly of course in Wales. I've got all the leagues from those nations turned on, apart from like the conference below in England. That way we've got the maximum chance of getting good players into this, and I want to bring a few youngsters through during this mini save as well. So that's basically going to be the plan. I don't want to go on for too long in this video because it's mainly just going to be a little introduction, sort of show you around the squad. Our prediction or expectations from the board is to be competitive, so they wouldn't be particularly annoyed at us if we were to not qualify, although I feel like we've got a really good chance of getting second because we're 6 points clear, and if not, getting into the playoffs at least, and I think that would consider them, that would sort of satiate their need for what we want. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else I could really show you here. Let's have a look at the board to see if they have any expectations. Highlights and no major criticisms. Of course, we've only just started. So yeah, they're expecting quite a few things, I suppose. Right, satisfied. They're satisfied because we've not done anything yet. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to build a tactic and hopefully return with another episode later this evening. If not, it's because things have taken way too long to edit today, and I will join you guys tomorrow with a brand new episode, which we will have some gameplay. So do not worry about that, guys. Stay tuned. Now, is there anything else we really want to look at? Some under 21 games, not games, you know what I mean. Tactics wise, again, that's going to take some time to get used to. Everything in this game is, and I'm sure you guys are the same. Right, so yeah, basically, I think that's basically it for this episode. If you have enjoyed this and looking forward to the rest of this save and FM16 in general, please do drop a like on the video. And if you are new, then please do, of course, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this every single day at 7 o'clock usually. And of course, going into Wimbledon, it will be the same. And yeah, the dragon has awoken. Let's see what we can do with it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.